And here we are, potentially for the last time tonight, as Rift Sloths with a beautiful pentakill for Ardafla finished the third game in a quick fashion against Dynasty, and with that grabbed the match point for themselves. It's all or nothing in this match for Dynasty. They cannot lose or it's over, and we will see how they adapt, how they keep the mantle up for this fourth game in this best of 5 series. And for that, I have by my side none other than the best, Freshtana and QG. Welcome back.
Yeah, we back in this. We back
again.
For a banger fourth game. Match point. Obviously.
Yeah. And the stakes are really high now. I mean, it is the finals of this summer split. Rift Sloths unbeaten throughout the regular season, with Dynasty picking the first win off of them in the second match tonight. And while everybody thought, okay, this is going to be rough mentally for the Rift Sloths, just like Dynasty after their first loss, they seemed mentally hardened from that lose and just played it pitch perfect. Will this time around Dynasty be in that position again? Or will Rift Sloths be able to carry over the momentum from the previous game? We will see. And this means, of course, best of 5 series adaptation over the course of the games. Freshtana, what would you like to see changed in the next draft for Dynasty?
I don't know. I would probably play one blue side game or something. Because like Kaiser was picked away, and yeah, after that Dynasty did not have a chance, right? So maybe that's a big problem for them. But also like those top lane matchups, like they always gave Hazaki this first pick and this last pick to counter, and I would say pick on, or they could just go red side and then just on red 3 pick Ornn, because Ornn always got banned, and then ban out Quen and something else, just to give him this Ornn pick, which he is really good on, and hopefully play this type of Dynasty style, because with this Ornn it didn't work out, with the Olaf it didn't work out, with the Fiora it didn't work out, so I think they need to change something there.
Yeah, and there's actually Dynasty on red side now, again. So the fourth time in a row, they pick red side. I can guess why they pick red side. I'm not favored in the thinking process why they pick red side, but I think they want Hasagi on a counter pick, and I think that will be their demise. They have to. I think if they don't ban the Kai'Sa now, it will be first picked, 100%.
Well,
because Ardafler is just too good, and there's still the Jax. The adaptation is still not there for Dynasty. You said, Prashtana, to ban the Jax on the second phase, because you can just, if he's picked first, you just pick your Ornn, and then it's fine. Right?
Yep.
But if you do it like this, you are actually disabling your Ornn, because you can't pick him further in the pick phase. And nothing changed on the bans.
I do think
so there's Kai'Sa. I just said it.
There's the first pick Kai'Sa. I do think what Frashana said earlier might be a good idea. And they need the red side. If they want to pick the Ornn, they need to have the red side to pick him in the second, or as a third pick here. Because else, if they ban Gwen right off the bat, well, the Rift Sloths know what's going to happen. They know, okay, they want to get the Ornn, so maybe there is still hope. Get Hazaki on his Ornn. This might be a good call.
Yeah, that's at least my opinion. Now, just a solid mid-lane matchup for both sides, solid support matchup. Prison got his hands on Alistar against Nautilus. And I would pick the Ornn now. I would pick Ornn, ban Quen, good to go. Because I mean, Hasaki is it. I mean, this whole like give him counter pick and just hopefully he wins against Lex didn't really work out, and the Ornn is always banned. Like, I mean, another thing would be just to maybe pick Renekton on 4 and then give Fumulu now the last pick just to counter maybe the jungle matchup or something. Because Renekton's Hazaki is Renekton's Hazaki, I mean, it's Hazaki's Renekton is pretty good as well. So maybe that's an opportunity for them.
Yeah, it's hard to see. The Uri is also banned here. The Sloths are afraid of the last game they had on Uri. But yeah, you're right. The Ornn is a good matchup also with the Varus. Well, if you don't pick an AD carry here, there's no AD carry left. They ban out Varus, they ban out Xayah, and what do you have? Well, you still have the Aphelios, and you have Dark Unique's Draven that he showed. But against the Alistar, the Varus is not. It's not mobile, and it's an easy target. But there's Kindred and Maokai out for the Sloths, so they don't have the full engage. And there's the Ornn again for the third time. Maybe we will see a Sejuani picked up here. That should be good on the Dynasty comp. There's also still Ivern you can pick up if you're a big Ivern player. And then you have like these Fiora is still there, and there's Graves picked up. There's Graves.
I mean, Graves is, I believe, in a pretty good shape right now, but I'm not sure here. That's the best call.
Yeah, it's just for to kite around, but
yeah, just to kite around. But you have a bunch of champions that stick to you really well, and they can follow you up whenever. I don't know.
Also, very much a lot of magic damage here. There's still on this side there's too much magic damage to actually pick the Graves. And now with the Shen picked up, that's some hard stuff. Oh,
I don't think it's Shen.
No, it's Fiora.
I really don't see Lex on the Shen as well. Weirdly enough.
Lex is a good macro player.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Shen...
I feel like he's so good at macro with other champs that he doesn't need to have this ease of access to great macro that Shen gives.
And there's Poppy. Okay, this is an interesting. So, Poppy is good against Alistar. Yeah, Poppy is a really good pick here. I think it was better before, but now it's really good. Every champ has dashes. You can disengage very well. Then you can punish with the disengage because you're grounded when you're knocked up, and the Nautilus is going to punish you with the damage of Grace, Ahri, and Varus. The draft of Dynasty looks better than before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
It still looks hard.
The Rift team comp is just really strong, and I would assume that like Poppy, yeah, is kinda counterpick to Fiora, but good Fioras, yeah, they can still stomp Poppy. And especially Hazuki isn't like a Poppy main, he isn't like a Poppy OTP, he is like maybe he doesn't even play Poppy too much. I mean, you never know, at least in solo queue he does not, so... And in that regard, against the Fiora main, it's still not like the easy win, it's still not like the easiest matchup of all, so...
No, but maybe they should have subbed in you against Lex with the Poppy pick,
yeah,
and then they had an easy lane, right?
I'm not an official substitute, sadly.
Sadly. You're an official caster though, so...
I would have subbed, and I probably would stomp Lex, but to the ground.
We want to see the 1v1.
No.
Against Fiora.
Lex is probably better than me in all of League of Legends. And like every single thing in League of Legends, he's probably better than me. He has a wider champion pool. But like just as a fun fact, I played against Ninja Tiger, the top lane of Next, and I played against Nemero, the mid lane of Aurora. So I'm kinda in this elo, but still, as a Poppy OTP, I have nothing to say, and Lex would probably stop me.
What if Lex is forced to pick Poppy as well? I think 1v1 with Lex
Oh.
and Poppy? Both Poppy?
Nah,
a Poppy.
Poppy mirror match. Poppy mirror match is probably not good.
So,
I wouldn't like
who,
to play it.
who deserves the hammer, right?
Yeah,
Who is
yeah,
the
but,
hero? That's the 1v1 that's decided there.
yeah. I mean, the biggest problem with mirror matches is that you never play them. I mean,
True.
and you never can train them. You will never play it again. So mirror match usually isn't like too important.
Just play Poppy in the arena mode, and you're just gonna crush everything.
I did. I have 100% win rate on Poppy and Arena actually.
Yeah, ask Loic. We have like a 100% win rate on the lava comp that I'm not gonna leak because I don't want it to get.
Lava comp.
Yeah, I told
What
it
is
lava.
that?
Do you
What
want...
is it?
Okay,
Leak it here.
Okay, so it's like a volcano, right? So a champ makes like a mountain. You have to guess it, right? So there is a jungler that
Yeah.
can like he has the might of mountains or a cataclysmic event, right?
Yeah, so it's Jarvan.
Yeah, and then you have something fiery
Brand.
to make the to make the lava or the comp better. Something fiery.
A Nivea,
It's not
but on a
brand.
different skin.
No, it's not a Nivea. That's
It's
not
really
good.
scrappy, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's actually really scrappy. Not gonna lie.
I don't know.
You can maybe catch some flames with a thrower. I don't know.
Rumble.
Yes, it's
Okay.
the volcano comp.
Catch flames with
I-
a throw.
I think I have a 90% win rate on the arena,
it's
and I'm
pretty
like
strong.
a 4k 500 points in arena, and that's even higher than Yankos. I'm so proud. I'm better than a pro, but
Let's
yeah,
get
we-
back
we-
to the game now.
yeah, let's get back to the game. But yeah, the lava comp is also good in Summoner's Rift. Just we played it in at our LAN party, and we won with a lava comp. So. Get
Perfect.
some lava. And Rumble is also very strong. He could be picked up against Norn maybe. Because there's so much max health damage. But
That is if we get to game 5, because we are at game 4. Rift Sloths with the game point going up against Dynasty here at ESLOL 2nd Division. And we've got some shakeups in terms of comp for Dynasty, quite definitely. Well, for the Rift Sloths, we are overall still on a very similar thing than before. Okay, we don't have the Nautilus, but we have the Alistar, and on the top lane we have a Fiorashro. But overall, for the rest, it's the same things, and it's still very similar picks overall, so don't change the running system. And Dynasty does go for the change here, however, and we'll see how they're able to manage that.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see. I have a slight fear that, especially because Rift is so strong in this team comp, in this type of team comp, we're shredded on tank and stuff, that they just know how to win it. And especially like Graves for me is a wild card, Poppy for me is a wild card, Ari Rarus do not like too much damage, so it's kind of like a low damage team comp as well. So if they don't get ahead, I see some problems for Dynasty.
yeah, the Grace is I think the pinnacle of this comp. Because he has to actually deal the damage. If he goes ahead, you play like lethality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but lethality in this game is hard.
And
You have to play front to back.
I see the first little mistake from my Poppy main guy and Hazaki. He is playing with shield and not with like usually Poppies, or a lot of Poppies go for the pot, go for the corruption potion. So
even against Fiora. Fiora is like so poke heavy.
Probably. Would never change it. I don't know.
Because with all the Qs, and I think in the early game, yeah, you have the W, but using your W to defend against the Q can be very risky as well against the Fiora, because I believe she can Q counter, Q parry into the W.
Yeah. I
So
think she can.
that's dangerous.
Definitely. But I mean, it's just me as the Poppy one trick I am. So it's no, it's just that I wouldn't change it because it's in my blood to take corruption. I mean, if you always play with flash on D, for example, if you take flash on F, you will never flash correct. Like,
Yeah, or imagine flashing with spacebar. It's terrible.
yeah.
We have level 2s on the bot lane, some more skirmishing going on, but the damage isn't quite there on either side, although they do both get some nice damage on the supports.
Yeah, some little traits, especially like normally Alistair isn't a champion on level 1, so trading with him makes sense.
Bless you. Oh, wait, is Grace like he has double the clearing speed of Shredded? Oh, there's the flash engage.
Yeah, with the Q, Crablet getting really low, but with the Ignite and the flash follow up from Ardafly, that's the first blood going to the Rift. Sloths.
Yeah, well played, and it's kind of like the start of the end, right? They just do whatever they need to do to win the series. With this first part, it looks really good for Rift Auras so far.
Yeah, and it definitely Shredded just ignores his topside jungle, and Humlu just did the whole jungle. So we see some action mid lane. No, probably not. But the rotation to the scrap.
Yeah.
Up ahead.
Move going there. Crablet joined into mid lane. Very nice hook on to Bakan here. But you have to be careful. He on sides of Rift Sloths in the river. CC is out onto Humlu, but Crablet and Frankie are able to join up in the river. And top lane Hazagi as well has a priority currently, so Shredded just gives up that scuttle.
Yep, so both junglers get at least one scuttle crab. That's something. So they both just went for the first full clear and now will probably play for the second full clear. So nothing too explosive from both junglers in the early game.
Yeah, and the dragon is also spawning. I think it could be we don't know, but it's either Hextech or a gem tech. It's Hextech. So we have like a new dragon.
At least that's what the minimap says. But who knows?
Yeah, the
Sometimes-
minimap is not bugged. It's only the spectator thing, because Riot cares about minimaps and they don't care about spectators.
Right, that does add up now that you say it like that. Shredded coming in for the lane gank, but there was definitely placed a ward in the lane bush, and with that Hazaki does know what's up and will play passively. Has to be careful, however, because his W is not a free stab on that dash. Because of that, yeah, flash behind him under the turret, and with that they pick up the kill.
Yep, that's a really good kill. Just look at the wave. So many minions will just die under the turret. He needs to take the teleport now, so he loses one plating. And then, of course, he still probably loses 1 or 2 CS. Yeah, that was a cannon mini wave, so maybe the cannon minion tanked a lot. That Hazaki still gets a lot of the wave, but still, it's a bad death probably, just because he loses so much XP and good.
Yeah, and also you saw that Shredded was there. You had your Poppy W, and the reaction was not there. Probably Hasagi thought that Shredded went back because it took so much time, but Shredded is playing the mental game and just says no, I stay.
Here the Axe Flash and get Humulu just around the corner, so shredded a lot of damage already falling on to Gravel, but so Grizzon does as well. Ignite out on Dark UniQ, push him back a bit to not get that kill on Grizzon, who's really low. 1 Q and it's all over. Humulu goes in Rift E, Flash Q, nice! Aim from Dark UniQ, picks up that kill.
Yep. That's something for Dynasty. And again, it starts with a kill for Dark UniQ. Last game they got 1 kill for him as well, but then they lost the game. So this game they could at least give him 1. And like I said in the beginning of the stream, whoever wins bot lane, it looks really good for this team. So giving Dark UniQ an early kill definitely helps out.
Yeah, and giving the AD carry always a kill is the thing you want. And also Aldafler on Kai'Sa again. It's gonna be hard to get behind. Yeah.
Go up against it, and here we can see Lexus damage on Hazagi already. Here's Repartite. Take the shield with W. Prevent him. Yeah, that doesn't go through. But yeah, the kill on Dark UniQ, that's really important because that puts him back on level a bit with Ardafl. That does give him grounds to stand in that lane, which is definitely needed, because for the rest, except for the kill, they are more or less even in terms of CS. So it's not going all too bad on that bot lane currently. Another gank from Shredded. Nice dodged! Holy cow! And with that, that should be the second kill for Lex. Or actually the first one, because Shredded was the one to get the previous kill. And they take the wave. Probably another plating for Legs. In the meantime, Dragon is being attacked by Humulu. Nice cross-map play, but Shredded decides to simply go for the Herald then.
Yeah, and that was so wonderfully played by the Rift players. They just both kind of dodged the Keeper's Verdict. And like it's such a classic Poppy move, going in the brush and just channeling the Keeper's Verdict just to ult 1 or 2 away without them seeing the ult. But in this case, there was a ward in the brush, so they could just see her channeling it, and with that, they could just repose and sidestep it.
Yeah, it was on screen. There was a ward, so the Keeper's Verdict was seen, and it's then easier to dodge when you're further away. You just keep your distance and then go in.
Yeah, and we have Shredded, who earlier pinged top lane. Seems like he wants to put a lot of pressure on that top lane, get Lex ahead. I mean, a fed Fiora is always a huge boon for your team. And meanwhile, I mean, Riftslov's bot lane, it is even, but you do have Bukan, who's starting to almost get close to a static shift, should be able to get those clears really fast, should be able to move towards the bot lane very soon. Definitely good to get the top lane ahead for now, and then move with the mid lane and bot lane. Humulu is there, but Shredded just around the corner. Ulti is not up, but he should be able to land that E, as Frankie does not have ulti up, flashes away. And in the meantime, on the bot lane, Traveler does go for the hook here. The stun is going to go through. A lot of damage coming in from Ardafla, a bit from Dark UniQ as well. Oh, depth charge onto Ardafla. Risen goes in with the WQ and ulti, but he is starting to get really low. 1Q. Dark UniQ picks up a second kill, and with that, Ardafla needs to get back. Be careful for the next Q. Flash in from Krablot, flash out from Ardafla. Q does land. Is he going to be able? No, that's another kill going to Dark UniQ. Now sits at 3-0.
What a clean 2v2 kill there from Dynasty's bot lane. Just winning a 2v2 without losing someone is just always a really good sign. So they just outplayed Risen and Ardafla phenomenally. And with that, they get even a bigger CS lead and a lot of gold into Dark UniQ.
Yeah, and they go for the greedy play here. They may be forcing some minions and the bat back. The priority of the backs are important, but the Dark UniQ should have his item now, right? Yeah, it's finished. So the Jinso is finished. And that's some DPS more. But oh, I think Frankie's dead here.
Yeah, Axel's
Oh,
on the
nice
middle
dodge.
lane, Spirit Rush to get out
Oh,
of
no.
the way, but the CC chain is just too intense. It's Grism who picks up the kill, unfortunately for Bukan. But that's Frankie out of the equation.
Yeah, it was probably an Ignite kill. That's the reason why he got it. But still was a good gank here on Frankie.
Yeah. Is with that, Bukan has just like a lot of agency on what happens on the mid lane, can push the wave in. Let's not forget, he's got that static up, so his wave clear is still going to be very significant from now on, and he can use that to rotate around the map. Crash the wave mid lane, rotate top lane, Shredder just around the corner as well.
Let's dive.
Definitely a dive coming in on to Hazaki. W
W
is
is out.
already out. That's too bad. Decides to go against the wall. Very nice keeper's verdict, but the CC is still there and the damage as well. Lex flashes outside from turret as Frankie is now coming in. Ooh, very nice W here from Bukan as the charm goes into his clone.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
Another
Risen's dead there. Domitable is dropped,
No.
but... Oh no, yeah, because of the tankiness, might be able to survive a bit longer. They just need to wait it out. Umulu pushed into Arda for the damage is there, but the CC as well. TP coming in from Lex towards the bot lane turret. Be careful, Krablot getting really low already. Lex is in touch position, gets the stun out. And that's the double kill going to Ardafla. With that, Dark UniQ is back slightly ahead, still on to Ardafla, but they do make the Grand more even.
Yep, that was kind of a good dive by Dynasty, but in the end it just took way too much time. And in the end they got just punished. And now Frankie is maybe in trouble as well. Has still 2 stacks of the ultimate, but he needs to get out.
Yeah, I mean, saw Shredded coming, but now, yeah, he can simply E over the wall, flashes for the E to properly connect, get the stun out. Bukan comes in, that's a kill. Second kill for the LeBlanc player.
Yep, well played by Shredded and by Bukan. And in the end it's just another one for Rift, and it looks really, really good for the Rift Sloths to finally win this series. Because this game could decide if they are first place or if they still need another game.
yeah, and it doesn't look like in another game they are ahead, but not that much. But it feels like everything is on the side of the Rift Sloths here. Yeah.
With that, Dynasty keeps pressure on the bot lane. Both bot lanes, I would say, currently in a more or less equal state still. I don't think the gold difference gives Dark UniQ a slight edge, but I don't think too much of a big one. And Shredded is just around the corner to prepare a gank. Drake is up as well, I believe, and here he comes. Probably just around the corner. Very nice flash in from Grizzon, but the damage is there. He's forced to ulti. We have Hazaki coming in from the top lane. Be careful, the stun goes through. That's Grizzon, who starts getting really low and is going to fall at the hands of Dark UniQ. Shredded now in the middle of it is also going to take a lot of damage, but we have Lex coming in from the top lane and Bukan from the mid lane as Frankie is already dropping really low and Humulu is also already dead. It's a 4v3, however, for Dynasty, and they pick up the shutdown money on Ardafla. Dark UniQ is just unkillable. They cannot get to him. Will Lex be able to do it? Yes, he does get the shutdown, but he's going to die himself. From that, is Bukan going to be able to get the last few kills? Yes, he did get one. Frankie is still alive. Who's going to get a double kill for Bukan? Grizzly is back up, so it's not an ace, but overall 5 kills for 4 going to Dynasty.
And Poppy is the lone survivor of this play. In the end, 9 people died, except Poppy. The little girl just survived it all. But yeah, it was a close team fight. Like I said, it's 4 kills versus 5 kills. So a little bit better for Dynasty, but still not perfect, especially like a big shutdown. They gave away 2 legs because Dark UniQ died against him. But also I think they collected 1 shutdown for themselves, so it's still not too bad. But that was a really chaotic team fight there.
Yeah, and it also kind of looks like it's Dark UniQ who is stepping up his game against the Sloths with all the kill participation on him. He's stepping up this game, and it looks like he is doing it. They are playing around him, and he is doing it. He had the buffed up Varus passive or and also lethal tempo from the kills they did on bot side, took it in to the fight, and then they had the upper hand, and Beacon with a kinda outplay here to get some kills still.
Also, I think Dynasty, like by Ninja, got first turret, so that puts him really good, but the Riftsovs are gonna drop that Herald on the top lane with that, get 2 turrets there, get the lane open, and that's really good because Lex is currently in a really, really good spot. Counting his assists, he's at 8, like he's been implied in 8 of their 12 kills. That's a pretty good kill participation as well. Not quite as good as Dark UDQs, who's just always there, but still really well, and he is a key element for the Rift Sloths right now, because Dark UDQ is just really dangerous as he is.
Yeah, but he is really volatile because he is just a Varus, so no mobility, and with that an easy target for a lot of ultimates, for a lot of attempts on him, so he needs to play really, really defensively, really, really behind to even survive. And that's even harder with his item build, because at the moment he goes for the on-hit Varus, he goes for the attack speed Varus. So with penetration Varus, for example, you could stay much further behind and just throw your arrows, but with that you really need to be in a team fight to do some auto attacks. And that's more dangerous, of course.
Yeah, but it does his job. He is in with the
Yeah, here we have the engage on the mid lane. Grizzn is dropping really low, albeit using his ultimate. Another hook from Crablord. .GDQ picks up the kill, and that must be rough, getting hooked this good from Crablord as a Nautilus master yourself.
And it's funny, I mean, 5 deaths on Grizzn, 10 kills total for Dynasty, so half of the deaths come from Grizzn alone. So they really try to focus him down in every single fight, really try to engage on him in every single fight, and usually even kill him with his ult, so they just burn a lot of damage into this really, really tanky cow.
Yeah, and that's with the Iron Solari, he's tankier now. The shields is better, and I think that now he's not as easy to kill as before. He didn't finish the mythic, now he has, and the shields in the ult just gives him even more health, because it's even more enhanced health he gets from the damage reduction. And there's a it's not a Cloud Dragon, it's an Hextech. Yeah, Hextech. Chemtech. Yeah, Chemtech Soul. Because we just want to be baited out by Spectator.
Dynasty started off right off the bat, and they kept up really good with this Drakes. Yeah, that's the sole point going to them. That does, in my opinion, make up for the lack of gold they do have, because at that point, 3 Drakes in your stats, that's not too bad, huh?
No,
yeah,
that's good.
It's also attack speed and ability haste dragon, and healing and shielding dragon. So these kind of little stats help your Varus, help your Nautilus to be a bit more tanky, and also the Poppy. RE2, so it's not that much, but it's something good to have. And if you see the overheal and the shielding and everything of Grace, makes him even a lot more tanky with that Triforce build.
Yeah. And right now, nothing big on the map. Baron is up, might be an objective teams are looking at. The Riftsovs kept the push going, they are 2 turrets ahead. They have Lex on the bot lane, facing usually Hazaki, both top laners with TP up. And I believe either team either keep pushing, or maybe look for the angle on that Baron, slowly but surely.
Yeah, no, they probably could play around Drake as well, just because Kaiser is that strong. Or will play on Poppy, she flashes over the wall, so nobody dies. But like I said, like this Kaiser is really, really strong so far, so both teams actually could just try to rush down Baron actually. So that's always a dangerous situation if you don't see Kaiser for too long.
Yeah, here we have the depth charge on Ardafla. Grizzon is taking the brunt of the damage and surviving so well for now, but they need to fall back. 4 people onto them as Frankie is running in from top.
Oh.
And no, it's Ardafla who gets hooked now. Is he going to be able to get another turret? Yes, he dodges the arrow first, but gets killed by Frankie. Now we have the TP coming in from Lex and Buchan as they are pincering Dynasty, but be careful. Hazagi is joining in as well, albeit already really low, but so is Grizzon, and we keep pushing on sides of Dynasty here. Sloths under the turret, have to be careful. Lex already mid-life is starting to hurt.
Grizzon. Oh.
Yeah, so let's go into the lane instead of in the middle of Dynasty. That's better. Khan looking to get the poke out, but with that they are too low to properly defend that turret, and with that Dynasty open up the middle lane a bit more.
Yeah, what a crazy play there. They just got Ardafla out of the game, and with that, this mid lane turret. So some more gold goes down to Dynasty. I mean, in the end they are still behind in gold, but that's something at least to get back. And if we just look at Dakiniki, 7-1, he is the guy you need to focus, he is the guy you need to kill or protect for either side. So without Dakiniki, I think Dynasty can't win team fights, but with him they can actually shred through those frontliners.
Yeah, and also the Grace who's going Black Cleaver can shred it, and Alice and Grizzon too. But yeah, the Varus is the pinpoint of this comp. He's the only DPS there is. You just need to be peeled.
Absolutely. And now Dynasty is in a good position momentum-wise. I think this one pick kind of took the breath away from Rift they had, because they were in control, they had the people moving around to push the lanes in, they were the ones pushing Dynasty back in the lane, and now the situation has shifted. It's Dynasty who's taking initiative. They go on to shred it, but he is a tank, so be careful. It's the 4v4 in the middle lane. We have the Khan keeping Hazaki busy in the river, but they are now joining up with their teams.
Too far.
Rift from behind. Careful, Dark UniQ has to step back. We have the engage with the Glacier Prison. Grizzly in the middle of them. And you have to be careful. They need to get to Dark UniQ, but they do not. And he does the damage. Out. Ardafla in the back line has to be careful. Flashes away. It's looking good so far for both teams, actually. No, Lex is down. That's not too good for the Rift Sloths. And only Crablet for Dynasty. They are 4v4, but I think they have the upper hand right now.
That could be Baron now for Dynasty. And it's really crazy to see that they can actually maybe win this game.
Yeah, and Dark Unique with just amazing positioning. Wow, he was not in danger the whole fight. So how do you want to kill someone if he's not in danger? And just look at the goal, he has 11k. And he's so far ahead, and Frank is just 2k behind. It didn't pans out, but the game is even. And oh, we have an engage.
Yeah, we have the engage on the Drake as the Rift Sloths decided to take initiative there. Human just around the corner, but no, it's Shredded who gets it. Ardafla, however, dies in the process from the collateral damage. That puts them in 4v5 situation, losing one of their main damage dealers in such an important time of the game. And all that for one Drake, albeit it's not the soul for Dynasty, yeah, but it still hurts.
Yeah, but that's important to deny the soul. I mean, that was really a clutch play there by Rift Sloths. In the end, Ardafla is missing now, but Rift Sloths really needs to start playing around Fiora. I mean, she always groups, she always tries to team fight, and that's not why you pick Fiora, in my opinion. You need to do this pressure on the sideline. You need to actually 1v1 someone to even have chances in this game. You pick the split pusher, so use the split pusher, and not try to force those 5v5 fights like they did it now twice. It always backfired. So just play with Fiora and with Buchan. But they try to engage again.
Yeah, there we go. It's Krablos is getting a lot of damage there. Lex is just around the corner. They get the first kill, but Dark UniQ is still in really good position. There's a lot of damage. Bakan tries to go from the angle, but doesn't find true purchase. And they can mow down on the cow. In the meantime, it's Sumu and Frankie onto Bakan. He needs to try and flee, but it's a rough time. 2 members of Rift Sloths still standing, but they are against 4 of Dynasty as they keep the push going. And yeah, with that, Rift Sloths cornered into the base. They're going to have a rough time. They have the push coming in. Baron is still up, and things are looking really grim right now.
You know, they just siege up, and they could even try to go for the finish, right? I mean, they have Baron buff, 2 members down, 3 members down. Not really a lot of wave clear against Baron minions, so why not try to finish it here?
Is this game 2? No. Oh, I was scared there. Dark UniQ is a beast this game. He's not. You can't kill him. What the heck, man? This is I think Dark UniQ plays the game of his life, and he's peeled so good. He can't be reached, and I think the Varus pick is, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, he's doing God's work right now, and I mean, you need to catch him. And Rift Sloths actually, they have a bunch of tools to catch people who play from behind like this. You have a LeBlanc, you have a Kai'Sa who can get places rather easily, but as you said, the Pete is just too good on the side of Dynasty, and they don't seem to be able to find the right angle to get Dark UniQ stopped here.
Yeah, but like I said, you have the 6-1 LeBlanc, and you have a Fiora. You have a Fiora with Hull Breaker, and you not even push for those inhib turrets. Like, both sideliners would win their sideline 1v1, but they just never get a chance for that because Rift Sloths tries to go for those angles, tries to go for those engagements.
Yeah, and here is another one, but the ward was there, vision was there, and yeah, they do get the damage on Krablock, but then you have Dark UniQ, who is still untouched, and look at that, double kill for the Varus player. Now you have Frankie coming in from the sides, who picks up the kill on Bakan, and once again, Rift Sloths, only 2 members standing. This time around, they didn't even get Crablord, and Dynasty just pushes in. They have the wave that came in towards that Nexus turret, last one standing, and with the damage from Dark UniQ and the rest of his team, it's Dynasty who picks up the 2nd game and stretch it out to the 5th game of this best of 5 series.
Wow. Yeah. The Dynasty just played their comp perfectly. The Rift Sloths didn't, and they should play around the Fiora and with the Hull Breaker, and also in the last team fight, Adafla was not there. They got engaged 3v4, what turned into 3v5, and Adafra couldn't deal any damage. He was just, he came from base. And then Grizzin got knocked back, so the team fight was over, you lost. And that was the game winning fight, you just lost it right there. And also not focusing on the split push to get the pressure on the other lanes was not there. And wow, Rift Sloths lost 2 games today. We have a 3-2 on our hands in a final again. Oh, this is, I swear, this is Spring Split all over again. This is not good for the Sloths, and I think it's not good for Daniel's heart. So I think yeah, we should check on him, right, Lurik?
Yeah, I think we will indeed check on him. So we'll go into a short break in order for us and the players to all catch a breather and prepare for the very last game of this split, which was in the end pulled up to the last string. We'll see you after a break very soon.